Trail right out there leads into the main road to Carson City.
Yeah.
Still, if you want to take me up on that offer and ride on out to Ponderosa with me and soak in him some hot water lumen, sure take a lot of the sores out.
Look, I don't take no favors from nobody. Just pass me my suitcase, huh? If there's one thing I can't stand, it's somebody feeling sorry for me.
Look, ain't nobody feeling sorry for you, little buddy. It's just that, well, I figure you're gonna need a little help. You ain't gonna make it.
What are you trying to do? Be a big hero, huh? Big man saves little runt from mob. Boy, I know your kind. I've dealt with them all my life. Don't call me buddy. Look, I don't take that kind of talk from nobody, mister. Now, come on, I'll go a couple rounds with you right here now if you want. Come on.
You shake them hands in, you'd have a rough time putting a dent in a bowl of mashed potatoes.
Oh! Don't laugh at me. I'm tired of being laughed at.
Little buddy, there ain't nobody laughing at you. And there ain't nobody feeling sorry for you neither. It's just that I understand your problem, that's all. But you remember this. There's two ends to that stick. I'm on the other end of it. It's just as bad being too big. Did you ever think about that? Who ain't got a problem? You get back over this, buddy. We're going to Ponderosa. Whether you like it or not. Get up.
What are you trying to do? Scold me?
The water's supposed to be hot, that's where I'm going to keep it. Put your hands in it.
Hot enough now, you can still it. Check a minute.
Oh, come on, Hoss. Oh, okay. Let's have a look, though. They're coming along pretty good. We're back in now. So what you want to do? You ought to exercise them. Open and close, open and close. That way you get the muscles back to normal again. You're a very lucky young fellow. You know that? You're going to have the bones of both those hands broken.
I'll be lucky if I don't break his head when I get...
Oh, come on, that's no way to talk.
Paul's right, McGee.
Sure, he's right. You can say that. Nobody stepped on your hands.
Oh, there's a couple of business things I have to discuss with you. Come in as soon as you can.
Yes, sir, I'll be right in, Paul.
And Joe Foster told me all about him. Your friend McGee has been mixed up in all kinds of questionable deals.
But, Paul, if we turn him out now, it's just like throwing him right back to the wolves.
Hoss is a bad-tempered little man.
I know that. But the reason he's a bad-tempered little man is because he's got a chip on his shoulder, because of his size. Paul, you remember something? When I was a young'un, and all the other kids in school used to tease me about my size, and I'd get so dadgum mad I'd want to break all their necks, and you'd tell me, say, son, you got to learn to live with what you are. Do you remember that, Paul?
Yes, I remember.
All right. That's what I've got to do for this man, Paul. I've got to teach him that. Paul, all I'm asking is that you help me get him a decent job in Virginia City. That's all.
All right, now. I'll do what I can.
Thank you, Paul.
St. Francis of the Ponderosa.
I've worked in towns from east to west, and they said Virginia City ought to please me best. It's true what they told me, I guess I'll stick around. My urge to roam is in the past. I came from San Francisco, but I'm home at last. Your smiles really sold me, I guess I'll stick around. There is one other part of my plan I want to solve if I can. I long for a man who will volunteer. Anyone here? It won't take much to fill the bill.
So I don't think it's going to work. If they recognize me, they'll throw me out.
Come on here now, little buddy, you're with me. Anybody in there starts any kind of yakking is going to cause trouble. I'm going to stick that right down their throat.
Ah, now you're getting feisty.
No, I ain't. Look, I'm just going to introduce you to the most important people, and you're going to be Mr. McGee, plain and simple. You understand that? Anybody starts asking me a question, just don't pay them no mind here. And remember this. Sulker. Don't strut. And no matter what anybody says, keep smiling. Keep a smile on your face. I don't give you a big smile. Yeah, hey, let's go. That's it.
My friend and I will have a beer.
Yeah. Now, that's good. You're real. Hey, what's your turn? Back over at this front table, you see the man in the black hat with the big cigar?
Yeah.
That's the postmaster, very important man. See the old man standing there talking to him? He owns the Frontier House, the second best hotel in town. Now, they're both good men to know. Yeah, come on, German. You see this old man sitting back here by himself? That's old Mashburn. Now, he's a nice old man. He's a little deaf. So when I introduce you to him, speak right up here.
What's that you say?
I said... Mr. Mashburn, this here is Mr. McGee.
Oh, hello there, Hoss. Who's the young fellow with you?
I say, this here is Mr. McGee.
Oh, yeah, Mr. McGee. Hiya there, Sonny.
Yeah, no pain, no man. He's a nice old man. It's just a little deef, that's all.
Howdy, Mr. Mashburn. What's that you say, son? I said howdy. Oh, yeah. Sit down.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mashburn. Well, Blizzard's getting sort of late. I imagine me and you better be pulling out.
It's been nice chatting with you, Mr. Mashburn. I'll see you tomorrow. Sure. And you can move into that room in the back of the store anytime, Sonny. So, up with the hens, down with the roosters, like the fella says.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good night, Mr. Mashburn.
Night.
After working for him, I can get a job hog cook.
You gentlemen aren't leaving.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Blesson, we thought we'd be pulling
You
out.
mean you're not going to stay for my next number? I was going to sing it especially for you two fine-looking gents.
Well, thank you, Mr. Blesson, but it's getting kind of late. We better run.
Hoss, just one little old number, huh?
That's the way I like to hear a man talk. George. Did you do to capture me? I look at you and I'm all at sea. In my eyes, you're the devil in disguise. To some I know you may not seem the Romeo of a maiden's dream. In my eyes, you're the perfect shape and size. In the game of love I played some, it was always hit or miss. I have lost a few and made some, but none ever thrilled me like this. Don't back away and break the spell. Your glances say what your lips can't tell. Play it smart, play it wise. Make your heart realize that this look in my eyes is love.
Morning, Mr. Mashburn.
5/8 slug nuts, 5/8 bolt nuts, bolt.
Wait a minute. So 5/8. So half inch.
What are you doing? Checking up on me?
Now, don't you get feisty with me. How's it going so far?
How's it going? I sold $1.40's worth so far today. Hey, you want to see my quarters? Come on, follow me. This wash basin was passed down from the barber of Seville. It's been patched and plugged so many times it leaks faster than you can fill it. You know, I tried to sell myself a new one, but I couldn't afford it.
I'll tell you what, Wilbur. Old Hawksang's been needing you stole for a long time. Now, if you can ride out the Ponderosa and convince my pa, you'll make yourself a sale and pick up a nice little commission on top.
Yeah, I might take you up on that.
But I'll see you out there.
Real handy place to have a bank. A fella had any money to put in it.
Clink, wait a minute.
What is it, Melissa? I'm busy.
You have to read this. It's from that little rump McGee, the one that works over at Mashburn.
The soft velvet texture of your skin. The deep limpid pools of your eyes, which cast a reflection of your beauty on my very soul. Wonder where he copied that.
I don't care. I think he makes a very good point.
You are the woman I've always dreamed would enter my life. Melissa, will you have dinner with me tonight?
Better watch your step. I just might run away with that little midget.
So he works for Mashburn.
Big deal. He probably pulls in all of $3 a week.
Yeah? Well, you write him a note. Tell him you accept his invitation to dinner.
What?
Wear your most, beguiling gown. Lead him on.
Lead him on? Oh, now, wait a minute. Nobody tells me what to do. Not even you, sweetie.
Not even if I make it worth your while.
Well, that's different.
Good. Gentlemen, I think I found a way to solve our financial problems. Through Mr. Whizzer McGee, I've just discovered a foolproof way of getting into the bank. Bill, go get a bottle. I'll tell you about
Can you afford a bottle of champagne?
The best in the house. For you. Listen. Now that I got you here alone, there's something I want to talk to you about.
I think I've heard this before, but what's your version? Mr. McGee, my tastes in life are rather more than ordinary. The man I choose must have needs. To be quite blunt, it would take a lot of money to tempt me into marriage.
I'll have money, Melissa. I promise you.
When? 2 years from now, maybe 5, 10. I'll want money while I'm still young enough to count it.
Well, I expect to inherit a large sum of money. Any day now.
Really? You mean you have rich relatives?
When I do, I'll make you the belle of Virginia City. I'll buy all the latest fashions. I'll sprinkle gold dust in your hair.
Melissa?
Mr. McGee, you fascinate me. Right now, I've got to get ready for my number. When I come back, we'll talk some more about your rich relatives.
And in cash.
You know, been meaning to speak to you. Yes, sir. I've been meaning to speak to you about establishing credit in your little establishment.
You mean you can't pay this?
A temporary short of funds. buttons this week. However, by next week I'll be...
Next week, nothing. I ought to know better, you little chiseler. I ought to squeeze you 2 feet short in the eye.
Hey, what's going on?
This little runt's trying to stick me with his big check.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Look, I'm not running this joint for charity.
Just put Mr. McGee's bill on my account, Red.
What?
He's a friend of mine. I'm glad to help him out.
I don't understand.
Oh, you know how it is to be temporarily short of funds, so just count on me for any credit you need. But right now, let's have a little drink.
Bertie?
Deal me on this, boys.
Come in. Come in. I'm used to having people drop in while I'm dressing.
I can wait out here.
That's all right. Have a seat, Mr. Cartwright.
I want to be elected. I want to talk to you about Mr. McGee.
Oh? What about McGee?
He's a friend of mine, ma'am. I sort of have a stake in his future. Sure would hate to see him get lost up.
And what is that remark supposed to mean? Mr. McGee proposed marriage, Mr. Cartwright.
Yeah. I was afraid he would. That's just exactly the point, ma'am. I don't think that Whizzer is ready for marriage.
Now, let me tell you something. If I want to marry Whizzer McGee or anybody else, I'll make up my own mind. I'm a grown woman.
Yes. You sure are that all right?
As a matter of fact, I may seriously consider Mr. McGee's proposal as soon as he comes into his inheritance.
His inheritance? What inheritance?
Mr. McGee happens to have some very rich relatives. We were discussing them at dinner.
Well, Whizzer McGee is an orphan.
What?
He don't even know who his relatives are. As a matter of fact, he don't even know what his real name is. He just picked McGee from some Pharaoh dealer he once knew or something.
That dirty, lying little squirt.
Well, thank you for the talk, ma'am.
I'll just never learn.
Good night.
Christ is the center of our home, a guest at every meal, a silent listener to every conversation. And I think Hoss gets the message, and he's going to try to give it to Mr. McGee.
Look, Whizzer, I don't want to seem like I'm preaching those sermons to you or nothing, but I don't like the company you're keeping.
Hey, well, Hoss, Otis just come in and sit down with me.
Yeah, I see. I don't trust him, Whizzer. He's the kind of fella that can get you mixed up in something. I know.
No, I'm not gonna get mixed up in anything. Well, it's just... He might be a potential customer. If I'm gonna get anywhere in this town, I gotta start someplace.
Look, Whizzer, Mr. Otis ain't the kind of man that's going to be buying nothing from Mr. Mashing. Now, if you want to get started and started right, you'll come on and go out to Ponderosa with me right now and convince my boy to order that stove.
I know, Hoss. Okay, let's go, huh? This particular model, the Wellington Highboy, Mr. Cartwright, has a special double reinforced oven. Yes, sir, and a semi-adjustable flue cleaner. Why, it's an 8-part burner. It comes complete with a Wellington Highboy shut-up plate. Hoppy can make the best Irish stew you ever tasted. Yes, and brook trout out of Joseph of the Rips in the Arb of Sacramento.
All right. I've just bought a Wellington Highboy.
Put her there, Mr. Cartwright. You made a wise decision.
Get plenty good cooking now. We're going to eat like regular Frenchmen, ain't we, Paul?
You do pretty good on plain American cooking, Hoss.
Oh, Vaughn, you know that's all muscle.
Come in. There's an iceberg. Oh, morning, Sonny. McGee. What can I do for you? Well, I sold a new Wellington highboy to the Cartwrights last night. I need some cash. Could I have an advance on my salary? Store policy. No advances. Made the policy myself, and I live up to it. Right to the letter. Yeah, I know, but a rule is a rule, and that's that. Oh, by the way, McGee, better make some arrangements to get that stove out to the Cartwrights.
I'm running a kindergarten here. I'm in the cattle business.
Clint Eastwood stars in Rawhide,
I ain't afraid.
part of Most Wanted Westerns.
Listen,
Who's there?
it's me, McGee.
You sneaking little liar. How dare you come here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't? Rich relatives. Huh. Why, you don't even know who your own folks were.
Who told you that?
Your friend, Hoss Cartwright, that's who.
I never said I had rich relatives. I just said I'd have money someday, and I will.
Sure you will.
Melissa, have dinner with me tonight, huh? Well, let me explain.
How you gonna pay Big Red? Words?
Don't worry about that. Just say you'll have dinner with me.
Listen, Mr. McGee, I work here, so I'll be here. Other than that, just remember what I said. The men in my life are spelled M-O-N-E-Y.
Sure, honey. Hey, I'll see you tonight, huh? Yeah, come in.
I hear you're looking for me, wizard.
Hey, Otis. Look, I'll get right to the point. You offered to lend me some money. Well, I'm broke. I need some right away.
Sure. Just as soon as you do a little job for me.
Keep talking.
I need access to your room tonight. Just leave the alley door unlocked, see? Then go over to the Silver Dollar or anywhere you want and spend the evening.
You're planning on robbing Mashburn?
No, I promise you, Mr. Mashburn's Emporium won't be disturbed.
I think I ought to know a little bit more about what's going on.
The less you know, the less you got to talk about. Just go over to the Silver Dollar and no one will ever know you've been involved.
Nah, I'm not so sure I want any part of it.
I'm going to pay you a pretty penny just to leave a door unlocked and keep their mouth shut. Now, you want it or not?
Hey, wait a minute. When do I get my money?
Come on over to the Silver Dollar anytime. One thing, keep your mouth shut, or you'll be a dead little squirt instead of a live one.
Money, the root of all evil.
We pull the job tonight, Saturday. That gives us all day Sunday for the wagon to head for Sacramento. By the time they open the bank Monday, they'll never trace it. And then we join the posse to make sure they don't.
What if McGee gets wide, we're using his room to get through to the bank?
The only thing McGee's interested in is Melissa. And I've seen to it he's got the money and the opportunity to pursue his hobby.
What a sucker.
Yeah, he's a 5-foot man with 6-foot ideas.
The devil works in mysterious ways.
Another brandy, my dear?
No thanks. I have to work tonight, remember?
Someday soon you won't have to work anymore at all. You'll have other people working for you.
Now let's not start that inheritance business again.
But I'm telling you the truth. I will have money someday. Look, I gotta deliver a stove to the Ponderosa tomorrow. Why don't you drive along with me? The fresh air will do you good.
Fresh air makes me sneeze.
I might have a surprise for you.
What kind of a surprise?
Why don't you come along and find out?
Well,
Hey, Wizard. Looks like all over for you. Live at Howland Hall, ain't you?
please. I must get ready for my number.
What about what we were talking about?
Well, if you're not too early.
What's all that about, Lizard?
The devil has many temptations.
Me and my lady friend is none of your business. And I wish you kindly remember that.
Your lady friend.
That's what I said.
Expensive looking pillows. Keep eating like this, and that commission from that stove ain't gonna last you 2 nights, little buddy.
Don't you little buddy me. You double-crossing.
Hey, what's got into you?
What's got into me? You're going behind my back to Melissa. You're trying to break us up.
Oh, settle down, Lizard. Melissa don't care nothing about you. She don't care nothing about nobody unless they got money.
Me and I'll never have any, huh?
I didn't say that. 5, 10 years.
5, 10 years.
Wait a minute, where are you going?
None of your business. Just because you've done me a favor once, well, that doesn't mean you can run my life.
Now he knows what they're doing with his apartment. Breaking into the bank.
Did you know MASH is on MeTV?
Get yourself like yourself. Go to WeBuyAnyCar.com now for a free online value.
There's a reason big dental...
Hey, Otis,
What are you doing here?
I just saw Mr. Mashburn at the Silver Dollar. He's on his way over here. Yeah, well, get in my room till I get rid of him. Mr. Mashburn. Miguel, what are you doing here? I just come over to check out that inventory, Mr. Mashburn. That's right smart of you, young feller. Yes, sir, but it's all taken care of now, Mr. Mashburn. Why don't you go home and get a good night's sleep? I might just do that, young feller. Good night, Mickey. Yes, well, good night, Mr. Mashburn. I said good night. Good night, Mickey. He's gone.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, let's get this crate out of here.
Full of himself right now.
Hey, Boozer, I'm just going out to help you load that.
That's already loaded. I figure I'm going to be a big merchant in 5 or 10 years. I got to give the customers some service.
Jay still, man?
Nah, I feel fine this morning.
Hey, got a horse on behind and ride out.
Well, not yet. Melissa's going to ride along.
Melissa?
Sure. Fresh air will do her good.
Here, Wizard. I'll drive.
Mike, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be with a wagon. I have news for you. The wagon tipped over the creek bed. One of the crates popped open. All that was in it was nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts? Somebody pulled a switch.
Mm-hmm. Guess who?
Yeah, me fell for it. But that little runt told us that old man Mashburn was coming to check the inventory.
That's when he made the switch, the dirty little rat.
Come on, I bet I know what happened to our money.
Out to the Bonanza. Hoss Cartwright.
Hey, Paul! Joe! Go down and look at the new stove! Hey, Paul!
I've seen only one here. They all come back after sundown. You got new stove.
Yeah, here, pretty. Hey, I'll say, you got anything to eat in there?
Kitchen plenty good pig's feet cooking.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I'm saying that we won't be able to beat that. That ain't quite fitting and proper for a lady. Go ahead and see if you can round up something.
Stay with me, Melissa. I'll go water the horses, Hoss.
All right. Meantime, me and Hopsing will scramble up something to eat.
What is it? So why are you locking us up in here? Now remember, I outweigh you by 20 pounds.
Close your eyes.
Close my...
Yeah, close them.
Where'd you get all these? You rob a bank?
No, but didn't I tell you I'd have money, Melissa? Didn't I? Why, this will buy us San Francisco, New York, and Europe. We'll stay at the grandest hotels, and I'll buy you clothes, diamonds.
Oh, stop. You're going too far, too fast.
Sure, but you'll be going as Mrs. Whizzer McGee. Well, you know that, don't you?
How much did you say you've got?
The whole stove's full of money. But there's one thing, though.
Sure, there always is.
No, I want us to leave from here, not go back to town.
And leave all my things?
I'll get you better things. 10 times better. I'll unload the money. You go in and entertain Hoss, huh?
Hey, what you doing out here? I thought you was going to take...
The truth comes out.
Where'd you get that?
Always.
Here inherited it.
All I'm worried about you cheating at cards. You're out robbing a bank, right?
No, I did no such of a thing.
Where'd you get it?
Tell the truth.
I found it.
Oh, you found it.
Hoss.
Eesh.
Finders are keepers, you know that finders are keepers.
You found it at a bank. That's exactly where you're going to take it right back to.
No, Hoss. This is my big chance. My big chance. All my life, it's been small stakes. Penny ante. Little man. But money, Hoss. But money will make me big.
Whizzer, there ain't nothing will make you big except yourself. You yourself. Now, if you go through with this, you'll be running and hiding the rest of your life.
That's all I've ever done.
Whizzer, now you got a chance to change all that. Back at Ashburn's.
Ashburn's. Why don't you get out of his way, you outsized oaf?
Where's that runt McGee?
What do you want?
He's got something that belongs to me.
Okay, do that.
My money and they ain't taking it.
This is a great lesson in a silent listener to every conversation. Jesus knows all that we do. Nothing is worth deception, and the devil is the greatest deceiver of all. That's what our Constitution's all about, and godly principles. Love. Do the right thing. Be honest. Great to have you with Hoss Cartwright today and Bonanza and all of our other honest people. Hebrews, Proverbs, Matthew, all in the Bible. You read it and study it. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Acknowledge God in all your ways, and He will make your pathway straight. Let's put our country on the right pathway to godly principles in 2022 and 2024. Vote Republican. Vote constitutional law of all citizens in all parties.
So, it's Clink's money, you little weasel.
No, it was never his. Please, listen. Stay with me.
And get shot? Oh, no, thanks, Shorty. This is the end of the line.
Oh, please.
You know your trouble, McGee. You're an itty-bitty frog trying to swim the ocean. A little man in a big, big world. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't have gone away with you for all the money in the world. Clank! Come on, it's Melissa! I'm coming out!
I know it was just the money. I could get 3, 4 of her. Any place.
Yes, sir. Come on. We can't hold off one gun. Let's go through this back door of the house and get a rifle.
Cartwright, just take it easy and nobody get hurt.
Otis. Otis ain't taking that money. It's going back to the bank.
It's going with me. I don't care if I have to kill both of you.
Well, I reckon that's what you're going to have to do.
Stop! Drop your gun. These guns shoot very wide.
Lizard, what do you want to go and do a dang that far.
Why? You're the only friend I ever had, Hoss.
Oh, Lizard, you could have had lots of friends.
Nah, Melissa was right. I'd always be a little man in a big world.
You did.
The little man.
Yeah. 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 Little man. You got any other names you'd like to call him? Like Runt? Weasel? Shorty, Half Pint? You got any other names?
That's what he was, wasn't he? A little man.
Yeah. A little man. To you and the rest. Not to me.
Not to Hoss Cartwright, and not to me. I like Donald Trump and Mike Pence.
Today.